He's going to be joined here at SB Nation by the one and only, the dashing, the debonair, the internationally famous. He has accomplished anything and everything that a human being can under the sun. It is, of course, Mr. Tim Brown. Mr. Brown, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you, brother. Good to be here.
You have a lot of career accomplishments, but I imagine this week one of them sits above the rest. You're walking around kind of rubbing one specific one in everybody's face. Let's start right there. You are the defending champion, the only champion at this exact moment in time.
That's right.
I don't know if we cut out there for a second, but you are the defending champion, Mr. Brown. You're on the course this weekend. Let's talk about it. The tournament in question. Let's begin. Last year was the inaugural edition of this event, and you are the only champion. It's a solo club right now, the winner's circle. But you're prepared. I don't want to say you're prepared to welcome a new person in because you're going for 2 in a row.
That's right. No doubt about it, man. Hey, I want to be the only name on that list for as many years as I'm here. And so I'm looking forward to challenging the guys who are coming in. Rondé Barber, Marshall Falk, they're talking major noise to me. So, but hey, look, they still got to go hit the ball and find a way to put it in the hole. So, and I'm going to be doing the same thing. So it should be fun competition this weekend.
It is the James Hardie Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational. I mean, you could dress it up a million different ways with all sorts of vernacular. You mentioned Rondé Barber. You obviously had a cup of coffee with the Bucks. It's in Boca Raton. I've always thought the Bucks should have like an event in Boca Raton. It's like the Boca Raton. You know what I mean? Like there's something. There's a play on words there. I always think it's cool when professional athletes get together on the golf course in general, just for fun, skins game. But you guys are actually competing. Is it hard for you to not go back to your days in the NFL when you're on the links here, or do you separate that? Are you like, you know what, Rondé Barber was a guy, you know, he's a corner, I'm a wide receiver, we've got natural beef, or is it a whole new level of playing competition?
Yeah, it's a whole new level, man. You know, look, most of us, when we think about our football days, we think about the injuries and the pain that we have from that. So there's not much talk about that at this particular point. Of course, they remind me every once in a while that they beat us in the Super Bowl. So other than that little thing, you know, it's all about golf this week. But so look, every chance I get to get back at Rondé Barber, I'm going to take that shot. So this is another shot for me to get back at him, and for what they did to us back some 20 years ago, 23 years ago now. So, but we'll see what happens, man. He's a great golfer. I got a chance to play with him a couple of times, and he can really get the ball around. So it's going to be quite the challenge, no doubt about it.
Well, I would offer a rebuttal for you, Mr. Brown. Football's a team sport. You know that better than me. But when it comes to individuals, when it comes down to one-on-one, who's the defending champ? You know, who's the guy who took care of business last year? You know, when you can do what only you can do, when you rely on yourself, the results sort of speak for themselves. What's your history with the game of golf? Let's start there. Is it something you played when you were younger, or is it something that you picked up as you went through the NFL, as you traveled, you did different things, like, because you're obviously quite talented at this point in time. Like, what was that entire process like?
Well, you know, when I was 11 years old, my elementary school principal came up to me and said, "Timmy, I've been watching you. I want to teach you how to play golf." And, you know, I grew up in the hood, man. So it was like, golf, man, you lost your mind. You know, I'm not chasing no golf ball around this Texas heat. And here I am almost 60 years old, you know, trying to chase that ball around every chance I get, you know. So I picked up the game about when I was 27, 28 years old, and found a way to hit the ball straight with a swing that was not, you know, probably the swing you would want to see on the golf course. But it was a way that I could hit the ball, and I just fell in love with the game, man, and just got better and better over the years. And now at 55, when I turned 55 a few years ago, I decided to take lessons for the first time in my life. So that's been a struggle, trying to incorporate a new swing into what I'm trying to do. But we're getting close.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how a lot of people kind of come to it, and then maybe you start when you're a kid, and then you have different walks of life or different things that lead you back to it. And it is a game that you can play for forever, a game you can play at a highly competitive level for forever, as evidenced by the fact that you're here. You won last year by 4 strokes. So, look, I'm not that humble of a person in circumstances like this. I would be talking a lot of trash if I were you this week. I mean, and you should be like, and I would be walking around, Tim, and be like, man, imagine having never won this thing. Imagine playing in this event and never having won. That I would be relentless this week. That's how you got to be getting in heads. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. Look, man, look. Hey, I have the belt here, and it will be worn on Friday morning. I'm going to be here bright and early. I don't know what my tee time is going to be, but I'm going to be here bright and early. I'm going to be walking. I'm going to be standing on the tee box, and everybody teeing off, just so they can see, the name on the belt. Right. And what is an inaugural winner, 2025? You know what I mean? So, no, I mean, there's subtle ways to do this, man. I don't think you always have to be in people's face, but I think you can get the point across. And I think wearing that belt is going to get to a lot of people on Friday.
Yeah, well, you have a lot more experience of achieving these things, so I'll defer to you in that regard. So people are going to come out and watch you all. That's what's so great about this event is people can tag along and see their favorite football players, or there's all sorts of legends that are a part of this. When they're watching you, tell us a little bit about your game. Where are your strengths? I don't want to say where are your weaknesses. Where are your your opportunities for improvement? Give us a little bit of Tim Brown 101 when it comes to what you do and what you can do on the golf course.
Yeah, right now I'm very confident in my mid-iron shots and my chipping and putting. I'm pretty good with that. For me, it's all about the drive, man. It's all about being in position off tee, and if I could be in a go position every time, I think I'm in have a good chance to score well. And so if I can minimize mistakes off the tee, I think I have a good shot to play well and win this trophy again.
I mean, that's what we're all rooting for at this point. I mean, why mess up a good thing, right? Everything went well last year.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So I have to imagine, though, that it is very cool for you because when you mentioned a few years ago when you took lessons, we all reached that stage where we start to take it more seriously. It has to be a lot of fun to have all of your worlds merging together in a highly competitive environment. It is fun to go out on a Saturday morning with your friends or family, whoever, but this just has to be the time of your life to see people who you've known for a long time with some stakes on the line, obviously.
Yeah, look, I can tell you this, man. I've seen a lot of these guys at probably 10, 12, 14, 15 tournaments over the years since this tournament last year. And I can tell you, every time I see some of these guys, this tournament is the one that they talk about. They talk about the belt. They talk about dethroning me and all that kind of stuff. So I can tell you this tournament is on a lot of these guys' mind because of the competition that we have here, the opportunity we have to really compete playing with guys who are much better than us in the senior champions. So I think from that standpoint, man, it's a beautiful thing that we look forward to.
It's a great blending of talent across the spectrum and a great blending of purpose. You all are there. Obviously, Habitat for Humanity is benefiting. First Tee is benefiting. It's great when fun can be had and people can be helped in the process.
No doubt about it. And, we love that part of it. Just by being here, we know that we're contributing to Habitat for Humanity and other charities that James Hardie may be involved in. It's a beautiful thing for us.
I've got two last ones for you, Mr. Brown. One is I was combing through your social media. Both of my questions are related to your social media. The second one's a bit of a curveball, but after Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy, you took a picture with him. That's got to be a bit of manifesting going on there. You never know when you might get another chance to take another one together.
Hey, look, there's no manifesting. That was a straight out. Hey, this better be our guy. I told Fernando, if they don't take you, I will never go to another Raider game again. So that's how dead serious I am about it. I think this kid has shown that he loves the game and he can play at a very high level. I don't think that you can ask for any more from somebody in his position.
I love that. The straight up nature of it is perfect. I mentioned that I was combing through your social media. I had no idea, Mr. Brown, of all the things you've done and been a part of, that you were a Big Brother fan. So I just have to know what it is about the game you like, who your favorite players are, kind of historically, if one comes to mind. I love Big Brother, love Survivor, love this stuff. So this was just a real treat for me to see, obviously, in your feed.
Yeah, I'm a huge Big Brother. I don't believe when I was still playing, I had the Raiders video guys to tape Big Brother when we're in training camp.
Yeah,
to tape it on Sunday night or whatever. Yeah, I had them taping. So, I come from the meetings and I go watch it in the room, on my VCR that I had in the room, to watch film or whatever. So, these names run together and all that stuff, but certainly, man, I love watching the show. I do not miss an episode. No doubt about that. But to me, it's just interesting to see how people deal with situations. And, I could never be on the show because I'm a horrible liar. But it's just really interesting to me to see how people deal with, different attitudes and, different emotions from people and put it all together to end up winning a whole bunch of money. So, but I love the show, no doubt about it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a social experiment at its core.
It is,
and
no
so
doubt.
you're watching that unfold and seeing the strategy is a very interesting thing. My favorite player of all time is Dan. Dan's funeral that he executed was an amazing thing. So that is super cool.
Wasn't there a doctor? Wasn't there a doctor?
Dr. Will. He's
Dr.
the
Will.
most.
Yeah, I love Dr. Will. Yeah,
he's
Dr.
kind of
Will
the most iconic. He's like the Tim Brown of Big Brother, like the most famous, most amazing, most perfect, whatever. If you're not a Survivor person, Mr. Brown, I would highly recommend. We're in the middle of season 50, just premiered last week. So
okay. I've been seeing like little clips of that for some reason. I don't know why. I've been getting a lot of stuff on social media about that, but I'm gonna dive in and see if I can stomach it.
I'm here to help you, Mr. Brown. That's really my job. But my last thing is maybe take some of the Big Brother cunning, disposition and strategy that we see. And this week, you already kind of have it with your like, oh, I subtly mentioned that I won last year. You know what I mean? Like you're already in their heads playing some games.
No doubt about it. Nobody. Yeah, you can't be that guy that's out front in Big Brother all the time. That person always gets eliminated pretty quick. You know what I mean? You can't play the game too hard, man. Just got to play the game. Be easy about it. You know what I mean? That's how you play the game.
Chopping it up about Big Brother with Tim Brown was never on my life's bucket list, but I'm glad that we checked it off. Mr. Brown, you're a legend in every single way. Hit him straight this week, and let's keep that winner circle to one person. You know what I'm saying?
One person, no doubt.
Boca Raton, you own Boca Raton as far as I'm
concerned. That's right. I appreciate that, RJ. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank y'all so much.